Hey, what's up everybody out there? How you guys doing today? Today we're going to be rocking out some Skid Row 18 and Life. All right, this one has been requested right down in the comment section, so I appreciate it. You guys, thank you for checking this one out, or asking me to check this one out. In addition to this one, somebody had also asked me to check out, there was a cover of this one, but I'm going to go ahead and check out this one, and then maybe later on at a different point, I'll look at the cover. It's a gentleman, I think he turns a lot of songs into like metal songs, even like Christmas songs and stuff like that. So that sounds fun and interesting to me to check into. But let's go ahead and hear the original. We even got a music video right here. So this is Skid Row 18 and Life. I don't know how many Skid Row songs I've done on this channel, probably 2 by this point. So if you're new here, feel free to check those out. But let's go ahead and spin this one and see what's happening with Skid Row. Nice little guitar.
Ricky was a young boy. He had a heart of stone. Lived 9 to 5 and he worked his snake out through the mold. Just barely out of school. Came from the entrance town. Walked like a switchblade, so no one could take him down. He had no money, no good at home. Walked the streets a soldier and he fought the world alone. There's no way. 18 and life, you got it.
Wow.
18 and life, you know. Your crime is time and it's 18 and life to go. 18 and life, you got it. 18 and life, you know.
Man, they're in a pocket. The meaning is, anybody who is listening to this at the time can relate to what they're saying.
His face full of gasoline. It kept his motor running, but it never kept him clean. They said life's adventure, Red King's a wild world. He married trouble, had a country with the gun. Bang bang, shoot him up, but the body never ends.
Oh, nah, bro.
Think of dying when the bottle's your best friend in an hour. 18 in life, you got it. 18 in life, you know. Your crime is time and it's 18 and a lot to go. 18 in life, you
Song is
got it.
bad.
18 in life, you know. Your crime is time and it's 18 in life to go. Accidents will happen, the old good Ricky said. He fired his 6 shots to the wind. That child will return.
No way. Ah, guys, that part.
18 in life, you know. Your crime is time and it's 18 and life to go. 18 in life, you got it. 18 in life, you know. Your crime is time and it's 18 in life to go.
Back to the acoustic. Oh my god. Wow. Perfect ending, man. The acoustic guitar comes back on top over the electric guitar while this gentleman is singing his heart out, going crazy vocally, man. I mean, what a ending. What a way to go out on a song. This song's very impactful, very strong. I'm listening to the lyrics and I'm thinking, dude, when I was young listening to rock music, this is exactly what my life felt like. So I know a lot of you had to relate to this if you were into the rock scene as well. It feels like it doesn't change, right? Anyone that's growing up into rock music probably walks a similar path to each other. Not everybody, but I think there's a lot of us who come from like a broken home, are trying to figure out life, don't have good guidance, don't have a good mentor, and you're getting into the wrong crowds, and you honestly start not caring. You just don't care. You're like, dude, I would do the extremes and I don't care what happens to me. Like my life means nothing, right? I will risk it all. I'll do whatever. So it's scary, and it's kind of like I'm watching this guy in the video and I'm listening to the story that Skid Row is saying, and it's like, man, I've been there. Now what's even more scary is the gun scene. Unfortunately, I know somebody who ended up spending over 10 years behind bars because him and his friends were together. They were drinking. They were playing with the dad's gun, and the person who I know, when the gun was in his hands, it went off and it fatally injured one of the friends that was there. And he spent a long time. So I'm watching this, and it's like even hitting a different feeling right there. So that's scary. This song is not only impactful for what it's representing in the imagery and in the lyricism, but my gosh, what just a monster rock song it feels like too, with the music. That was great music. It was so pleasing to listen to. I mean, that's some rock, man. That's truly, I'm like, gosh, if I was in a stadium listening to this, that would be insane. Like it was high quality. In my opinion, personal opinion, I really like this. So shout out to Skid Row. Now, I don't know how, when we were talking about that artist who makes things more metal, how can you do any more of a service to this one? I don't know, because this was already bad. Okay, this is amazing. So Skid Row, 18 in Life. Let's go ahead and read a little bit about it. All right, so we've got 18 in Life. It was a single released in 1989, right there on the cusp of 90. Okay, glam metal is what it says this was. 18 in Life is a song by the American heavy metal band Skid Row. It was released in 1989 as a second single from their title debut. So this was the second single. I wish it would have said what the first was. I'm curious to know that one. It says the title of the song alludes to its subject, 18-year-old Ricky receiving a sentence of life imprisonment for the murder of another teen. The song paints Ricky's youth as his undoing. It was believed for a long time the guitarist Dave Sabo got the idea from a newspaper article about an 18-year-old named Ricky who was sentenced to life imprisonment for killing his friend with a gun that, due to alcohol, he most likely guessed was not loaded. However, in an interview with Professor of Rock, Sabo states that the original inspiration was his brother Rick's life after coming home from Vietnam. Wow. I mean, that paints two pictures, right? The troubled household, the kid who goes out and his life falls apart because his upbringing was failed. And then the person who maybe had a great life, went off to serve his country, came back with problems due to war. I feel very sympathetic for those people who have to deal with that. It's a terrible thing that it does to your mind, to a lot of people. And then now he's walking a similar destructive path, but really by no fault of his own, other than trying to do the American thing, right, and serve our nation. So that's scary, man. The writing process eventually led to the song being about an accidental murder. The music video also alludes to this. I hope Mr. Sabo's brother ended up turning out just all right. I mean, that's kind of where my mind went to at the end of this reaction, thinking about somebody in that position. So shout out, man. Very impactful song. Very amazing. As they say it is right here, a dramatic hard rock ballad complete with raw vocals and spicy guitars. I felt every bit of that, man. So amazing on Skid Row here. Absolutely loved it, man. Let me know if you guys got more requests or reactions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description if you're rocking with this channel, man. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.